Got guidance? Yes. A message from the angels, via Albers. April 16, 2019. Hi dear friends. Got guidance? The angels talk about how they respond to our desires, and I share some very down-to-earth examples about how to discern guidance, both internal and external. Love you all. An message from the angels. My dear friends, we love you so very much. In every second of every day you are guided by the power that creates universes. With every breath you receive a unique impulse from the source guiding you towards your heart's truest desires upon the most loving and joyful path. In much the same way as the nervous system conveys messages from every cell in the body to the brain, and then carries back its instructions to every cell, there is a vibrational system of communication in the universe that guides each of you to a more loving and harmonious interaction with life. Your energy field is your transmitter, and your receiver. Your loving thoughts and desires are a strong beacon. Your fearful desires are a much weaker signal. Your anger is a loud signal that often pushes away the subject of your anger. Your kindness is a smooth and glorious ripple that moves in ever-expanding circles. Your joy bubbles through creation, touching all willing to receive it. Your jealousy is an energy that pulls your field tightly around you, blocking signals of creation. Though all of these energies go out to the universe, the Creator responds with guidance only to your loving energies. Your anger, your fear, your jealousy, your greed remain unanswered signals, except by other human beings. That does not mean you are ignored in your pain and negativity, far from it. Instead, the Source and the angels respond to the loving energies that are simply misdirected through your negativity. Beneath even the negative signals, we and the Source hear and respond to your cry for love. When you are raging mad, we see your desire for love. When you are sad, we see your desire for comfort. When you are jealous, we see your desire to create. We respond by attempting love you, comfort you, and guide you to know yourself as a powerful creator. Humanity and the material world will vibrationally dance with your negativity, but we do not. We only dance with your love, no matter how subtle or buried it might be. Your guidance comes in simple intuitive impulses, a feeling to go do something now, or call someone. It might come in the form of a thought that pops in your head, a good idea, a phrase, or a voice. It might come in a knowing, a sense that something is just right for you. Guidance is neutral, loving, and typically comes out of the blue when you are in a peaceful state of mind. Many of you receive your guidance while you are driving, showering, or doing something you enjoy that relaxes the mind. If you miss your guidance, it will come again and again and again until you are able to acknowledge and either act upon it or request alternate guidance. We never force you to listen. We simply offer ideas. If you don't like them, we offer new ones. Our love is unconditional. Even if you never expressed a single desire upon the earth, you would still be guided to the most loving life possible. While humanity and the material world might mirror your negativity back to you, we mirror to you only your beauty, your brilliance, your truth, your love, your kindness, your desire to express, experience, and create. Focus on those things, and you will notice us guiding you in glorious fashion. Focus on your true desires with love, and you will be open to the signals that are always, and forevermore, available to you. With every breath. God bless you. We love you so very much. The Angels. Message from Anne. Hi everyone. Ignoring my guidance got me into some pretty tough lessons in my younger days. I remember feeling uneasy about a man who wanted to date me in my 30s, so I declined an invitation to go to his house and have tea. That night I even indignantly wrote a poem called Find Yourself. I knew he was after more than tea. I sensed it. Something didn't feel honest. However, I kept running into him in town. I started to make it mean something. Rather than trusting my internal instincts, I caved in, dated him, and learned a hard lesson about what it was like to be around a person with addictions, demons, and a lack of fidelity. My heart knew the moment we met, something wasn't right. I talked myself into ignoring it based on external signs. This confused me. I thought the universe used signs to guide us. I had a long talk with the angels. The universe does use signs, they responded, but you didn't get a license plate that said, "Okay to date." I grumbled. They stopped joking with me, and got serious. How did you feel each time you ran into him, Anne? Be honest. I started to see their point. Irritated, I responded. I wanted to avoid him. I knew where they were going, but still had to ask. Why did I keep running into him then when I didn't want to? I thought maybe God knew better than me. Where does God live, Anne? They gently reminded me. In everything. Yes, and what part of God would you rather listen to? Insight dawned. I need to listen to the divine within. God, as God speaks to me, in me, and through me, I answered. I get it. But why did I keep running into him? What did that mean? That was purely vibrational. He was attracted to you, and wanted a meeting. You were vehemently focused on avoiding him, but, if you're honest, you were wishing you were wrong about what you felt. You were secretly hoping he'd show you he was a nice guy. It was a perfect vibrational dance. He wanted to be seen as one. You wanted to see him that way. Be honest. They were right. Again. I understood. You assign meaning to events that never felt right, because you wanted to be wrong. You didn't feel it was right. You knew it wasn't, they repeated. I heard Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars at that point telling Luke, trust your feelings. It was a hard-earned lesson. So when do you trust the signs? I have learned to use the external world as information to either validate or challenge my internal feelings. If the external signs match my internal feelings, then the vibrational dance of this world is matching the divine impulses from within, and I'm on a good track. However, when I feel a certain way, and the external signs do not match, that means either A, I'm feeling negative, and contrary to my own desires, and the universe is trying to gently steer my mind back on path, or B, I'm feeling positive about my internal desires, but my energy is attracting something else in the outer world. In either case, the dichotomy between inner and outer is a course correction. When they line up, you know you're on track. Here are some pointers to honor your guidance. 1. Always start with your own feelings, knowings, and thoughts. Guidance comes neutrally with a strong sense of rightness to it, whether you like it or not. It doesn't come with fanatical excitement or fear. It just comes in a very matter-of-fact sort of way. It feels right, if you are honest with yourself. Sit down now, and ask yourself, what do I really want? Envision it. Feel it. Now ask yourself, do I feel inspired to do anything towards that now? If so, Do. If not, wait for guidance. It will come, often when you least expect it. You can't miss. The universe will repeat it until you get it. 2. Remember, you will be guided towards your true desires only. When you ask yourself what you want, feel it, envision it. Does it excite you, or make you feel wonderful as you think of being in the future where you already have it? Or is it just a means to an end? For example, money rarely excites a soul. More often you get excited about what you can do with it. Try to get down to the deeper desires so you can recognize the guidance. For example, a woman in a class years ago wanted to find a job, but received no guidance whatsoever to do so. The angels finally worked with her through me. What do you really feel like doing? Do you want a job? Well, she paused in thought. No, I don't, but I feel guilty staying at home while my husband is working. What do you really want to do? They asked. She listed off a wonderful string of activities and charitable service she'd like to do. That's your guidance, they told her. She smiled, sighed with relief as the truth of that sunk in. She would never get guidance for a job. It wasn't her real desire in the present. Here's another example. A woman came very upset about her life. What do you want your life to look like? The angels gently asked her. She responded, I want to stay in a beautiful home, and be a philanthropist. That's wonderful, the angels responded. Are you envisioning that every day? Are you feeling it to the point where it is real for you inside? She replied honestly, no. Start there, they coached the lady. Begin with your energy. You can't receive our guidance for what you want while you're so strongly focused on what you don't. We are guiding you towards a job in which you can grow and help a philanthropy organization while feeling on purpose and making such a great salary you can have that house you want. But I don't want to work, she argued. She was missing the point. She was so focused on what she didn't want that she was missing the guidance straight to the life of her dreams, and the essence of her desires. 3. Make sure external signs resonate. I love external signs. I see license plate messages all the time, turn on the radio to hear a phrase that validates what I know inside, and what I desire. But there are also repeating events that show up in your life simply as a vibrational match to the signals you are putting out. If the external signs resonate with your internal feelings, listen. If not, go within, and be very honest with yourself. How am I attracting this? Is there something in my energy I need to shift to be more consistent with my desires? For example, years ago I knew it was time to leave a marriage, and yet I was agonized by the dichotomy between my knowing and my upbringing. I knew we were not compatible, and yet I was afraid of being a horrible person by leaving. My mind was such a tangle, I could not hear my guidance. Finally, I prayed, I just want to be happy, and do the right thing for both of us. I decided to go on a fast so I'd be too weak to overthink things. The day I broke the brief fast, I went to a Chinese restaurant. I almost threw the fortune cookie away, but something inside me said, open it. The fortune read, you should not go back to the past to resurrect your old relationship. Seriously. The heavens must have written that one. It validated what I knew. So did many other external signs. We ended up parting with dignity, love, and grace. It was right for us both. There are so many other examples, but the bottom line is that guidance just feels right. It feels good. External signs validate it, and engender good feelings as well. It really is far more simple than we make it. Love you all. N.